Joy awaits people as they go through things. If you just don't give up, joy is going to meet you. Think about that for just a minute. If you don't give up, what's going to meet you? But if you do give up, joy cannot meet you. That joy awaits you when you learn to endure. And for a picture of that, I want you to go to the caterpillar and the butterfly. Now, what would you rather be? The caterpillar who crawls on the ground and eat leaves, or would you rather be the butterfly that flies through the air and gets to eat the sweet nectar of flowers? But guess what? Guess who gets to choose? You choose. If you know anything about the metamorphosis of a caterpillar, you know it's a very grueling experience. You should study up on that. Actually, the caterpillar ends up absorbing itself, actually destroying itself. How many of you would like to destroy your old nature? As a matter of fact, Jesus taught that we need to what? Die to ourselves, so that we could really find our true self in Christ. So there's a lot of analogy between a caterpillar and a butterfly. But if you study the scientific process of that, which is the way God designed it, you'll find that it's not an easy picture to look at. Because as that caterpillar is in the chrysalis, eventually as it outgrows the chrysalis, it struggles, yes? It struggles to come out of that chrysalis. And if you didn't know any better, if you saw a caterpillar trying to get out of that chrysalis, you would, in your ignorance, try to help him. And if you try to help a caterpillar on the way out of the chrysalis, you're going to handicap. He may emerge with only one wing. So how will he be able to fly? He won't be able to fly, and very quickly he will find death. So in that, I want you to see that as somebody who's born again and who has decided to follow Jesus, and to follow Jesus means you are a disciple, and that you will obey the words of Christ. You will in your heart forsake all to what? Follow him. It is going to be a struggle. What did I say? But at the end of the struggle, you will have joy. So Hebrews 12:2-3, keeping our eyes on Jesus. The first strategy, always, every day of our life, who are we to look at? Think of all the hostility he endured. So what is this saying to you and I? Will we have to endure hostility? The scripture says, think of all the hostility he endured from sinful people. Then you won't become weary. And what? Galatians 6:9. So let's not tire of doing what is good. In other words, don't get tired or weary of doing the will of God. At just the right time, or at the appointed time. Does God appoint certain times? At just the right time. But sometimes we can't wait for just the right time. We want it when? And if we don't get it now, we can't stay in the struggle. See, that's juvenile. That's immature. And a lot of Christians are extremely immature. They cannot stay in it to win it because they are experiencing pressure and they give up. But the problem is they'll never know the blessing that was awaiting for them. Why? Because they gave up. See, God's idea, God's perfect will for your life is that you become someone that you don't even know. Your total behavior, the even way you think, what? Changes. Somebody ought to get excited about that. But in order to get there, just like the caterpillar, you're going to have to what? Endure. Now, some people do it, and guess what? Some people don't. And you are the one who decides.